Alright, today I'm going to be tying some flies for gray reef. The first one I'm going to start with is a pine squirrel leech. This is a good fly. Fished swung under an indicator, or dead drifted, or put behind a vanilla bugger or some other gray reef streamers that are real productive. And where I do well with it is at the end of my drift. I just kind of allow it to straighten out and just kind of drag up to the surface, and from about where it starts to drag until the flies kick up to the surface, I've picked up fish all the way in between there. So what I'm going to do here is just use a red 210 UTC, something I can just move real fast. And this is a pretty simple fly, and I'm going to use a natural pine squirrel on this one. I like natural in clearer water or on brighter days. I like both the natural and kind of a rusty brown. Both work well for me. I use black on either darker days where it's a little overcast, or you got a little off-color water, but I typically do well with this natural one, and like I said, as well with that all natural. So I'm going to cover the hook, and I'm going to come all the way back just to where the hook starts to bend, and then I'm just going to size up what's going to be the tail, about the length of the hook. If I plan on dead drifting it and fishing it more like a nymph, I'll usually tie it slightly smaller. If I plan on stripping it, I'll tie it a little bit bigger. So what I'm doing here is I'll repeat that step. I've just separated the fur from the skin, and I'm just opening a spot where I can just grab two real tight thread wraps right in there. Just kind of lay the thread back, and then I come in front. Then from here, I bring my thread forward to slightly before the eye, right about so. And grab that, lay it back, and here I'm going to try to capture as much of that fur as I can. Grab it right there, pull it forward, wrap it behind, and that kind of locks it down. Just get in here and cut it off. There are some people at this point that would just capture it right there and then palmer the part that's left over forward. I think it ends up looking a little bit better if I go with two separate strips, and it doesn't take that much longer. So right here, I'm just going to grab, taking a second strip of pine squirrel, I'm just going to tie it in right there. Just bind it down. Thread forward. Now when I'm wrapping it, I just want to make sure that each wrap I'm just pulling that hair back, like so. Right up there. And then right here, I'm just going to kind of weave my thread in there. Pull all the fur back. Capture that, then clip the excess, like so, and then right here, normally I could just make a real small thread head like that, and for cosmetic reasons it looks a little bit better. However, there's something about just having a hot head on a leech pattern at gray reef that makes a difference. So I'm going to kind of over exaggerate and really make that a real pronounced red head on this leech. I'm just going to work everything back, like so. And then that's all she wrote. Wood finish. Put 2 wood finishes down on this one, and I'll even head cement this one. Seems like gray reef you end up demossing a lot and whipping your flies around, and that can kind of tear up that thread, as well as the fish's teeth can kind of get in that thread, and if that thread comes undone,